My name is Alan Ruiz. I'm the Global Style Director for Aveda, and I'm excited to be at Premiere Orlando. This is my first ever premiere. This is my colleague, Miss...
Oh, I'm sorry. Sometimes, yeah, I have big hair. Sometimes it's over my ears, and it makes me hard of hearing. So I'm like, wait, what did you say? Let me move my hair. I'm Tippi Shorter. I'm the newest member to the Aveda family, and I'm the Artistic Director for Textured Hair, and I'm super happy to be here. This is my first premiere, and so thank you for having us. Thank you for coming to see us.
All right, you guys are a lively bunch this morning. I like that. So yeah, we get to share with you guys Culture Clash, and it was really a great time putting it together. You know, one of the things when we talked about inspiration, we looked at different types of cultures from all over. But for me, what really stuck home for me was looking at the culture just in my backyard. I'm from Austin, Texas, and in Austin, there's a lot of music festivals, and so there's this whole, like, I think, culture, a subculture of music festivals where people, you know, are staying the night 3, 4, 5 days, and they're doing their hair just any old way, and it kind of looks cool. It has a whole little vibe to it, and that's where I drove my inspiration from. This particular look I'm going to show you guys is something that I was looking at, which is like Native American, antique, like once upon a time how they used to do their hair, but it was like very ornate. And I was thinking, how can we make this cool? How can I take this technique and give it a very simple way of doing it, taking something, a simple technique, and then expand on it. So if you want to look at this right here, basically what I did is I put the hair in a ponytail, split the ponytail in two. I created what I call a little bit of a hair bungee, and I'll show you what that looks like, which is basically right here. So then went in, stuck the bobby pin here, pulled the ponytail over, looped it around, and that's what you get. And what happens is when you create a shape like that, instantly, just as I pull it over this way, that already is wanting to give me that shape. See that? Turn your head that way. So it's already in there. So what I did is after I put the hair in a ponytail, I went through and curled it, used a little bit of, what did I use? I used Pure Abundance to prep the hair. Then I used the Control Force to spray it into place. So I'm going to get started here, doing a little bit more, and I'll tell you as I go. But I'll let Tippi take over now.
Well, thank you, Alan. So naturally, when I heard Culture Clash, I thought of a beautiful blend of texture. So as the Texture Artistic Director, I was incredibly happy to be a part of this, to mention that this was my very first shoot with Aveda. So on my model, who I categorize her hair in between subtle and strong coil, naturally wet to dry, which is beautiful, but I wanted to give her a lot more definition. So I started her off with the Be Curly shampoo and conditioner, and then I used the Be Curly prep to detangle and prep the hair, and I sectioned her, and so what I did is basically called a flat two-strand twist. And this is what I did to create maximum definition in her hair, as you can see as the side is being released. And after the prep, I applied the Be Curly Curl Controller, detangled further, and then started my flat two-strand twist. And now I'm just taking it out, and I'm using a little of the Brilliant Spray-On Shine just for a lot of sheen, because we all know that textured hair just doesn't have a lot of natural sheen, so I want to make sure that I'm giving her a lot of natural sheen and a lot of moisture.
So what I've done is I've taken my split ponytail, I've did a little bit of back brushing in it, and now I'm just going to work the hair over the shape of my hand, using some Control Force. This is a technique I like to call hair petting. I just pet the hair like that. Good hair, be good to me, come on, be good. How many of you guys have ever done that? Come on, be nice, just do what I want you to do. So this is my hair petting. You know, one of the things when we're training, you know, we created a course which is called Style Systems, which is sort of a bit of a baby of mine, and it's just basically the fundamentals, but it's just a great course to get you just back on point with everything in terms of styling and putting texture in the hair. And it's like the fundamentals of hair cutting. Like there's, you know, people I think always chase after their basics, and it's sort of chasing after your basics for hairdressing, only it's just the answer to it. And so we take people through these different techniques, and this is definitely, you know, shaping the hair. So that's what we're doing right now. So now what I'm going to do is, now that I've got that shape I want, I'm going to start rolling the hair around here, around my fingers, maybe just 2 fingers. Just like that. And the last bit, I pinch with my fingers. You see that? I'm going to pull that guy through. And then we're going to rest that there. And then we'll start spreading it out.
So what I'm doing now is using my Mason to gently diffuse my texture I gave her a triangular shape, so I'm further enhancing it by diffusing the texture underneath. So I'm just pulling up the hair and brushing gently just to diffuse the curl layer by layer, and I'm going to leave my top layer in place and then use the tail of my rat tail comb to blend it.
So now that I have this secure, all I'm going to do is start brushing it in place and start working and spreading the shape a bit. Sort of like a slinky. Did you guys see that? And because of the way I fasten the hair, it just allows itself to do exactly what I'm doing.
And to kind of piggyback off what Alan was talking about his baby project, Style Systems, I'm obviously working on my brand new baby project, which is called Texture 101 with Aveda, and it's basically the fundamentals, the absolute beginning curriculum for textured hair, but you learn the characteristics, the fundamentals, the products, slip versus grip, which products are best to define, maintain, and control textured hair. So it's definitely something that I'm super excited about.
So we're going to be looking for you guys.
Yes.
Come join us. So I'm going to join these guys. Now, speaking of joining, let's see. I'm going to turn you. Nope, let me do it. I'm going to turn you this way. Yep, perfect. So now I'm going to do is I'm just going to grab this little roll here and this guy and pull them together just like that. So I'm going to hold that guy where I want it. Oh, I just need a third hand. Maybe not. There we go. Grabbing this guy. And I'm going to use this like needle and thread, just weaving these two guys in and out. Popping it in there. Do you see that? That's cool. Come on. Let's go. Prompted clap. I had to do that. I had to do it. That's selfish. I know, but it's still early.
I just want to know you're alive out there.
Yeah, so now it's just fine little details. Sometimes I just use a little tiny bit of movements. And I think that's what I was, one of the things I say in classes is that, we're just moving a hair strand, we're not moving mountains. So just watch how much pressure and things that you use on the hair to manipulate it.
Now, clearly I like big hair. I don't have a mirror. Do you feel like this is big enough, or can I go a little bigger? Will do. You've spoken.
She's like, I got this. Tippi does big good. So now I'm just going to finish off my little style. I've got a couple things to finish off with. I'm going to finish off with a little bit of spray-on shine, but what I really want to finish off with are little hair accessories I'm going to stick in her hair. For me, whenever I'm working on shoots, I like to think about characters a bit. I always think, who would wear this and who is this person? And so for me, this is sort of a person who's a bit of a nomad. They're traveling around. And as they travel, travels around. And as they travel, they're gathering things along their travels, and they're like, maybe I'll just stick that in my head. So that's what she was thinking. She goes, So all I'm going to do is just get this little guy right here. Open up my pen. Shiny, looks good.
All right, so I'm just polishing off my little flyaways up top, and because textured hair, particularly curly and coily, has fewer cuticle layers than any other hair type, our hair tends to lack moisture. So I always want to put that back in before, during, and after styling. So I'm going to use our brand new Dry Remedy Moisturizing Oil. How many of you guys know about this? All right, so to recap what I did, thank you for my mirror. So to recap what I did is I shampooed her with the Be Curly shampoo and conditioner. I then used the Be Curly prep, the Be Curly controller before creating my sections and doing the flat 2-strand twist. Allowed her to dry. Because we're in Orlando, it was overnight. And started to take out my twist this morning. I did smooth out the top of her hair with my blow dryer and a small comb. And then after taking it out, diffusing it with a Mason Pearson brush, using the Brilliant Spray On Shine, and then completing everything with the Dry Remedy Moisturizing Oil.
So once again, talk about what I did, basically splitting the hair from forehead to the nape. We went through and blow dried all the hair in the direction that I wanted the hair to go to, wrapped it up in a ponytail, curled the ponytail, split the ponytail in half, Did a little bungee, pushed it over there, did a little bungee, pushed it over there. A little back brushing, roll around the finger, roll around the finger, put the ends between your fingers, then roll through so the end stays in. And then just spread it out like a little slinky, secure with a couple pins. And that's it. This is Culture Clash for you guys. Listen, have a wonderful premiere. Great to see you guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having us.